I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen and another episode of The Holidays Are Coming. Today we're going to get you ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner, and we're going to make something I bet you never thought of. We're going to make a loaf of bread that is specifically made to prepare your stuffing with, or your dressing, or whatever it is that you happen to call it in your house. Today we're going to make a delicious holiday stuffing loaf. All of the ingredients first, then we're going to bring the mixer over and start to build this dough. This bread is going to be fantastic to make your stuffing cubes with, so that you can make your Thanksgiving stuffing with it, and you're going to love this. And it beats the heck out of those rock hard cubes of stuffing mix that they sell in the grocery store, and I promise you, you'll never go back. Okay, what you're going to need to start is 3 cups of all-purpose flour and 3 cups of whole wheat flour. If you want to use whole wheat flour, that like I have, that's fine. Otherwise, you can just use all-purpose if that's your choice. So 3 cups each, all-purpose and whole wheat. We're going to need 6 tablespoons of butter melted, 1.5 to 2 cups of warm water, 2 large eggs, 1 cup of cornmeal, half a cup of flaxseed meal, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of dry milk powder, 2 tablespoons of vital wheat gluten, 2 tablespoons of instant yeast. Instant yeast can be added directly to this dough and does not need proofing. If you are using a rapid rise or a dry active yeast, you're going to need to add that to the water 10 minutes ahead of time with a pinch of sugar and proof it and make sure that it is viable. Then all of these seasonings are going in here. This is 4 teaspoons of poultry seasoning. If you don't have poultry seasoning where you live, you can use 1 teaspoon each of parsley, sage, rosemary, thyme, marjoram, and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. So a tablespoon of poultry seasoning, a teaspoon each onion powder, garlic powder, celery seed, salt and pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and a tablespoon of parsley flakes. And that's a lot of ingredients, I know, but I promise this is going to be well worth it. So I'm going to break now, bring over the mixer, and we're going to start this process. All right, we've got our warm water in the bowl. I'm going to add my melted butter. My eggs that I have just broken into a separate bowl and lightly beaten. I'm going to add my sugar and my yeast. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of toss all these dry ingredients together. The flour and the flax meal, the cornmeal, the milk powder. Alright, now I'm just going to put all of these in the bowl. It makes it a little easier. Then we've got our vital wheat gluten and all of our seasonings. This is going to smell amazing when you start mixing it up, and it's going to smell like Thanksgiving in your kitchen. Okay, now we're going to start kneading this, and once it's all blended together, we'll start the timer and knead it for 5 minutes. I'll bring it back when it's all the way mixed together, and we'll start the timer. Alright, we're going to stop it just so I can show you what it looks like. This dough is holding together and it's not sticky, and it's not sticking to the bottom of the bowl either. It totally smells like Thanksgiving right now. Just mixing this dough up. So we're going to knead this for 5 minutes, and then we'll be right back and we'll show you what it looks like. Alright, I finished kneading this by hand because this is a pretty heavy dough. If you make this with all-purpose flour, your machine is probably not going to have any problem with it. My machine is not a happy machine, so it turned itself off.
couple of times.
Because I used whole wheat flour, flaxseed meal, and cornmeal in here, but it's a nice, heavy, dense dough. I kneaded this for about 5 minutes by hand after the machine did its magic. And what we're doing is we're going to put this in an oiled bowl. We're going to put oil on the top, and then we're going to put a bonnet on this. And we're going to let this sit in a warm place and rise for about 1.5 hours, and then we'll come back and we'll form these into 2 loaves. All right, our bread dough has risen for 2 hours, and I'm going to deflate it gently. And give it a couple of presses and make sure that you've got all that air out of it. Now this recipe makes 2 loaves of bread, okay? So let's divide this into... You can cut it if you like. We're not going to be all scientific. We're just going to get it into a loaf. And get it in your pan. And I like to just press it down because this will help it make a nice crown. And remember, this loaf is a little bit on the dense side, so it might not rise up as much as a white loaf will. Spray it, put a bonnet on it, and this is the time when I like to set my oven to preheat. We're going to preheat to 350 degrees, and I'm going to put my bread pans right on top of the oven while it preheats. This is going to take 30 to 45 minutes to rise until it's double once again, and when these are ready to put in the oven, I'll come back and I'll show you what they look like. Alright, these have been rising for about 45 minutes, maybe a little less than that. And we're going to pop these in the oven right now. 350 degree oven. In they go. They're going to bake for 25 to 30 minutes. And when they're ready to come out, I'll bring it back and I'll show you what they look like. Alright, it has been 30 minutes. And our gorgeous bread is ready to come out of the oven.
It is.
And I just want to show you. You see how beautiful that crowned, and I'm going to show you the bottom of it. You see?
Gorgeous.
Sounds hollow? That's just how you want it to sound. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put these on a rack, and I'm going to let them cool completely. We'll be back in just a little while so I can slice one open just so I can show you what it looks like on the inside. You're going to be seeing these in other videos. I'm going to show you how to make stuffing cubes to make your stuffing, and I'm also going to show you how to make stuffing with it. So, we'll be back in just a little bit. Okay, we've let these cool for about, it's been about half an hour, 45 minutes. They're warm, but they're not hot anymore. So, I'm going to go ahead and slice into this one just so you can see what it looks like. And I am right-handed, so... Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. And this knife is incredible, I have to tell you. I'm getting ready to start selling these. I'm not joking. These are Rata knives, and I have to tell you, the little shop that I make bread for, they sell these, and they are incredible knives. Look at the crumb on that bread. It's beautiful. I hope you give this a try. I hope that this helps you prepare for your Thanksgiving meal. I hope that you love it. And until next time, happy holidays. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you liked what you watched today, and I hope that you try it, and I hope that you love it. If you like what you saw, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and giving me a positive rating. And also, make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you're already not a subscriber so that you don't miss out on any of the fun we have here in our kitchen every single day. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to come by tomorrow. Until next time, happy eating!